Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. This is Bhupesh. So today we'll be talking about uh, second video in the same playlist. About coding essential component using Python. So today we'll be talking about how to connect to a MySQL database using Python and how we can insert data and can read the data using Grafana while inserting it. So yeah, we'll be doing a quick installation if it is not done on your box. It can be Ubuntu box or it can be Windows box, and then we'll be installing this MySQL connector Python package to your Python environment so that you can connect to MySQL DB, and then we'll be inserting data to MySQL DB, which will ultimately be looked on to the Grafana. So this is the today's session. We'll be doing about it. A quick recap in the same playlist. In the previous first video of this playlist, we have seen how to read a YAML file using Python, which is very essential nowadays for a DevOps, senior architect person or a DevOps engineer. So let's quickly jump onto the practical implementation of it. So I've created a small, documentation for you. You can simply come onto this page and there's a read me MySQL page, which you can simply go through and, instrument it onto your cluster or onto your local. Fine. So what we'll be doing it first of all, we'll be installing Python 3 if it is not installed. On my system, it is already installed. So you can simply, know, check it on your system if you have it. If you don't have it, you can simply run this installation using preview command if it's Ubuntu box, or you can simply run it using these commands. Right now, once you've done it, you need to first of all install this MySQL connector Python package to connect to a MySQL database. So I'll just simply run it. If it is already installed, it will be completed quickly. Else it will take some time. Fine. It is already installed. Now we'll come on to the example, and then we'll see the example, the code, what is there in the code. Now, this is my example code. I'll discuss this code pretty slowly. So first of all, we are importing this MySQL, package, or you can say a connector function from this library. Now we need to give all the inputs of MySQL database. So first of all, host is nothing but the host where your MySQL is database is residing. Now here in this case, if you have not followed my previous video, you can just check it. My MySQL is residing into a container. It is a cluster, and you can see this is a MySQL pod which is running, and there's a MySQL service which is running on a load balancer, which basically it is an external IP. So I'm using this external IP 172.19.0.2 here, and the user is host, and the password is the encrypted password. You can simply refer my previous video into the Grafana playlist how to install MySQL and connect to a install and connect to a using cluster. So this is username password. The port is definitely 3306 for MySQL, and then the database is the test database. You can create any database for connectivity. Now this is these are the parameters that you're using. Now we'll create a connection. This is a connection string, and this is a MySQL connector.connect. We'll pass all the relevant details that we have pass it over there, and then we'll create a cursor for connection.cursor, and then this is the table name which where we need to insert your data. So suppose I'm inserting my data into the person table. Now how I can see this data information? kubectl. There's a MySQL pod already running. I'll just say MySQL minus u. I'm just connecting to uh, the database. This is the password. When I'm inside to MySQL DB, first of all, I'll see how many databases are there. So we're talking about the test one. I will use the test. Then I'll say show tables. Okay, I have this person table. Select star from person. So basically, there are two records as of now. You can see the two dummy records are there. So with the help of Python code, we'll insert another record and see what it will respond. So data to insert, we are creating a list, uh, and then it is a key value pair. Person addicts to this, and last name, first name, address is the dummy address and the city. Now this is the data that I want to insert it into the table. Now this is a query that I'm preparing it. Insert into, this is a string. This is the uh, you know, string in a proper format. Insert into table name, the table name that you have already created, person, and these are the values that I'm data to insert is key value pair basically. The keys and then the values are this, right? Perfect. So this is the data that I want to insert, and I'm executing this query basically, and then finally doing a commit, closing the ghost, and then closing the connection. So let me just run this uh, database. Let me just run this database so that let me see where I am. I'm onto this location, and it just simply run this Python 3 and then MySQL upload. Fine. I'm just invoking this Python code. Okay, this has been executed without any error. Now I'll just see whether this has inserted something or not. So I'll use select star again. So you can see third record has been inserted. So this has been inserted successfully. You want me to just change this data? I can just change it. Let me change the address for the sake of simplicity. I'll run this thing again. Okay, this has been inserted. Now you can see the name has address has been changed and the city has been changed. Perfect. So yeah, so what we have seen, so we are able to insert table and read. We can, similarly we can read tables from a Python code to an external MySQL DB, and this can be anywhere. This can be on Kubernetes cluster, or this can be standalone on any virtual machine. The only thing we need to understand that we should know the host name, username, password, and one port on which it is being installed, and this port should be open, inbound firewall active firewall if it's installed on VM. So that is pretty much about uh, the the session. Let me quickly summarize what we have done. Okay. So first of all, we have installed Python. If it's not there, then we have installed this package, and then finally inserting the data into the MySQL DB. And in our case, it is a cluster where MySQL DB is installed, and I'm installing importing data from Python. So just give it a shot. I mean, on your cluster. Do let me know in case of any issues and concern. I have a lot of other detailed level of Python examples for connecting to MySQL DB, but for now, just try it out. Give it a simple thing from your side, and let me know in the comment section if you face any problem. Please do not forget to like and subscribe the channel from here so that you can get more videos related to Grafana, Prometheus, Kubernetes, DevOps, Azure, AWS, or whatever thing you can think of. So stay tuned. You know, goodbye for now. See you later. Bye bye.